And now it is time for the war phase in Mark Herman's Churchill. The war phase of the first conference, that is. Let's get started. And we start with the Clandestine Network segment. And we didn't get any Paul Mill issues on the table, so there's not many. But everyone always gets one. And since I break all ties and everyone's even, I get to choose the order. And I will go last. There's generally an advantage to going last. Anyway. And in this case, since early in the war, there's not much to do. It turns out the bots are just going to place randomly. So we'll just roll on the mill table, the Paul Mill table. We'll start with the UK. 4-4, which is the Middle East, but Soviets are there. And so what happens is this one is going to cancel that one out. And now the Soviets. 4-4. It's going right back into the Middle East. Okay, we really want it. Finally, my go, and I think I'm just going to go with Vive la France.
Vive la France!
That's Clandestine Network. Now it's Political Alignment segment. The only person that has one is the UK. So the UK is going to place one. Alright, well, I can only place a what do you call them? A political alignment marker where I have a clandestine network. And I have, those are blue, by the way. That's the one thing problem with the with the blue clandestine US markers. You put them on this green box and it looks green. But I have 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And let's call it that way. And we'll just roll a 2d4. 1d4. 1. So, wait, that's blue, isn't it? So it's only 3. So let's go with Poland. See what I said about the markers? And now on to the military segment. First we do Access Reserve Placement. And there's a whole, not a flow chart, but a listing of this, how this works. Alright, to place a German army in the Soviet Eastern Front's entry space. So, one there. And I'm not going to remove, technically it removes offensive support, but I'm not going to do that until I consider each front. That way I don't lose track of the math. Battle of the Atlantic. If the U.S. front marker has not exited the Western Theater box, it has not. Place the German Navy Reserve in the Western Theater box and remove one naval support marker there. Okay, so there's a case where you do need to remove. Okay, let's follow the sequence of play as always. Okay. Yeah, let's move this up a little closer since we're dealing with just Europe. Anyway, next is Eastern Horde. If the U.S. front has not exited the UK Bolero space, it has not. Put 4 German armies in the Eastern Front's entry space. Okay. So, suddenly you see why the Soviets are eager for the U.S. to open a second front. Okay. And there's a couple of ones that are all counting on us basically being Normandy, so we're going to skip those. Place an Italian army in the Mediterranean front. There we go. Okay, the remaining armies are randomly, and there's only one. Let's roll a 6-sided die for each army. So, 6. Which would be the Arctic if there were 3 navies in there. But that's not the case, and so in that case, we're going to help out the Italians here. Now, for the Pacific. The Pacific. First, we deal with the Navy, and we roll a dice. And on a 1 to 2, we place a Navy. No, we do not. So, irrelevant. Okay, the remaining armies, however, are going to have to be rolled for. And tell you what, I don't see any reason why we can't just roll 4 dice and just put them wherever. Oh, wow, interesting. So 2 will go in the, what, the CBI, seriously? Okay, they've given no support to that. So this is going to be it's going to be impossible for this guy to move because he has too many of these. And the other are in 2 and 3. Let's see, 1 in central and 1 in south. So 1 here and 1 here. All right, that places everything, I do believe. And finally, we are at front advancement. We're going to check each one of these fronts and see if they move forward. Now, GMT did not ship the 10-sided dice. Fortunately, I have one, so we'll be able to work. Let's start up top here. Dice boot here. And the front. We do have enough naval support for this, so it can make it. And then we count up. This Navy doesn't even count anymore. It's already done its job. And so it starts with a 2. We start with a strength of 2 and +2 for every offense of their sport, and I have 6 here. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I need an 8 or less to advance that front. Here we go. 8 or less. 4. And this one is going to march. And remove German Navy Reserve when front enters Bolero. So goodbye, Navy. Goodbye, good nice and all that good stuff. And I'm going to put this. Yeah, I'm going to put this over on the score sheet. Show it came out on turn 1. We can make a little historical record of it. It doesn't matter what order you do these in, as far as I can tell. There's no amphibious marker here, so it's a straight up battle. These 2 are going to remove 2 of these, so take out 1 of these. But I think we're still in really good shape, because that is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Now I'm not going to be able to double advance. I'm not going to be able to make a breakthrough, but this is automatically successful because I can't roll anything. I can't roll less than a 12. So in they go, marching along. Finally, we have the eastern front. Now here's where we might get some resistance. Oh, I got 5 of these. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's only 1 offensive support here, which means that the Soviets must roll a 4 or less. That's a tricky roll now, isn't it? 5. Oh, they just missed it. The Germans hold. Oh, okay. And now you see, and again, you see why the Soviets are eager to start up a second front. All right, that takes care of Europe. Let's hit the Pacific. All right, we can start with the Far East technically. We could move in there. We have no support for it. We'd have to roll a 2 or less. A 1. In you go. Wow. Fair enough. China-Burma cannot advance because it has a base force strength of 2, but that removes 2 to 0, and yeah, obviously, yeah. So no China-Burma. Nice. And that leaves here. Oh, this is going to be a 0-2. I have no support for this, so no advancement for you. All right. But we do have some here. That will remove 1, leaving our strength base of 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I need a 6 or better. And that's a 9. Oh, man, we've been held. We have been held there. That is the end of the first conference. We've made it to return here. Mixed bag. We were able to advance some fronts, even some ones we didn't think we could advance. But we also got stymied, especially in the Pacific. And our Europe first strategy seems to be moving along nicely, although the Soviets are stymied in the East. So that'll be it for today. Join us next time when we start up the second conference. And thanks for watching.